these youngsters, they come in 10 toes down. You know, let me know y'all ready. Huh? Yep.
Run down everything first before you start.
Yeah. Okay, hold on. Yep, man, hold on. Okay. I'm gonna break that because okay, I'm talking to the call. I got that live right now. I just get my breath. I'm gonna do break the ice with other couple more subject matters. You get a feel how. Have you ever heard our radio station before? No. Okay, man, got a good audience. You feel how I go. You shoot me up. I got I'm like a boxing trainer. I see a weakness. I get real. I know what you know what I'm saying. So you know what I'm saying. I'm not. You got to bring me up to speed with the case. We have the conversation. You know what I'm saying.
I was told not to talk about the case.
You ain't gonna talk the case. You ain't talk the case. It's a general. Like the humanize. You know what I'm saying? Who they are. You know what I'm saying? I've been artists like this whole red sentencing.
Like what if he's on stage? What if he's right here on the stage?
So that's don't do that. You know what I'm saying? We can say that legally. We can talk about politically. I get why let humanize. You know what I'm saying? You know, that was the impact how neighbors feel about them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You want to give me you got anything in particular? This how people, you know what I'm saying? What you want to get? I mean, our goal is we want to get people to that courthouse. We want to court. We need people to go there. You know what I'm saying? It's 19. Okay, so make sure so we get caught. I can get caught up. You don't feel bad about pulling up. Remind me of that courthouse. I get caught with the politics. I get passionate with this here.
Right.
Politics. We need put people there. Yeah. Can I call that record to the station when this number? Thanks. Let's try it. Okay. Yep. I think you got some people. Okay, what's up? Nah. No, I know.
You'll figure out I think it's louder. Yeah, you see the numbers? So it's number by 0 through 8.
Okay, I'll give them straight in. Okay.
Welcome to Blog Talk Radio. Please hold and you will be able to listen to the show.
The least loudest?
Paintings and murals.
This is my favorite picture right here of me. My arrest.
You are now in the queue.
Pregnant lady.
How y'all looking?
You and my
yeah. Almost there. Oh, I'll wait. Okay.
Out of our house, 2037. I'm known as Chairman Fred Hampton Way. And this is how they have to tell me stand.
This is my mother speaking. That we playing now.
This is the last generation of people that were involved in the Black Panther Party can teach about that period. So this handed down generation to generation. So we don't pass down a legacy of shaking in our boots and scared to fight back. The purpose of this thing is to make power to the people's reality. You probably won't see it in this time.
Right, it's right.
Talking about the masses of black people who are in the press have control over their own lives. What's good for the family.
I did not get packaged yet. We got to trace that. I haven't got it. We got to trace that. And I received it, he says. No, you got to trace that. I have not received it.
I trust it. Not in a way that, in a real deal sort of way.
The flyer, okay.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Free them all, comrade. Good work. Is that me talking? Oh, that's me talking. That's okay. Record. Oh, so we get somebody got Can y'all hear me still on Instagram? Damn. See, we get a tracking number. Man, I missed that. I need that too, man. Can y'all still hear me? How we looking?
The wall to the tomb.
Y'all, okay. Almost there?
4 inches of glass. Prison floors of shackles and chains.
Okay, right on. Let's follow about that. I need that, man. I gotta come to Oakland myself and get it. Y'all bear with us as we say cub with us, y'all. Give me your name again, brother.
Philip Jones.
Philip Jones. I'm gonna bring you in. I'm gonna touch down other subjects so you get comfortable with me. Yeah.
Is this possible? Like, this is live, correct? Is it possible that is this can be reposted like to my Facebook or something?
No, we can flood all. We can flood. Yeah. In fact, you gonna tell one of them. Grandma, tell bring me in a couple of minutes. I got a whole team and we ain't playing tonight. Yeah, I'm in the queue. That's me in the queue from Studio Chrome. So they text him, tell him that's me in the studio. I'm in the queue. All right, Fremont. Let me know y'all can still hear me. Let me know if y'all can still hear me. And if you feel comfortable, you want to sit down until I get in, or you cool here. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I can come in when you need.
Okay, no, it's on you. How you feel?
Will I be on camera?
You might be on
Nah,
naked.
I don't want to be on camera.
Okay, you'll be on naked. Okay.
Yeah, I think that he should be off camera.
You're right.
Okay.
So they actually interview him.
Yeah,
That's what
I got you.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what it
Then
is.
once you're ready for him,
Yep, that's what it is. Yep.
but then he just sitting on the
Yep.
kind of like,
I got you.
giving the
Do me a
headlights.
favor, write that. Make sure I pronounce their name correctly. Yeah, write that down for me.
Before you bring them on,
Yep.
make sure you introduce them.
Yep.
You know, you're gonna say we're gonna have on.
Put right. You know, say right down their name.
So and so and so and
Yep.
so. Talk about so and so and so
Yep.
and so.
Yep.
Then bring them on.
Yep. That tornado one. I think it was supposed to go to 7, I believe.
Yo, and Elgin.
Huh? Yeah. It's supposed to go into 7.
It's Krista Shawn.
Is it?
Okay. Her name is. It's not Siobhan Booker and Dorita.
Okay. Right on.
That's my wife.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Man, oh, they everywhere. Yeah.
Remember how in school they used to make you like
Y'all give me a heads up when y'all good to go.
oh yeah. Oh, what school you go to, bro?
I'm on a blog talk yet?
You know what camera this is? You know what number this is?
Fremont, come right. We still on?
Use names. I was asking.
Yeah, Fremont. I got to call back in. It's from the studio. I'm going to call back in from, I don't know this number. It's from the studio. What is, the studio number? Studio number. What's this number here I'm calling from? Hey, what's the studio? What's the number I'm calling from? What's the number here? 708. 708. 223. 223. All right. Vermont. Okay, comrade, bear with us. Okay, that's me right there. Give me 1 second. My other tip. We live in that rig. Hold on. Can y'all hear me up? Make sure Instagram. Can y'all still hear me? Let me know if y'all can hear me.
Chairman Fred, we ready when you are.
Okay, make sure I'm still good. Can y'all hear me? I shouldn't even trip on this stuff. We got some hell of a team on that. Y'all hear? Can y'all hear me? 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 Make sure y'all good. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Okay, I'm taking a chance. Y'all hear me on Instagram.
Excuse me, brother. What song is it?
I'm gonna take a chance that y'all can hear me on Instagram.
I gotta get other thing for you.
I need.
All right.
It sound like can't sound like Fred. That's why I pick up the sound like Fred.
I'm gonna take a chance. Y'all can hear me. No sound. I knew it. Okay.
Hear you on Facebook and we hear you on the radio.
Okay. They can't hear me on Instagram though. If they hear me right now though. Oh, hold on. They just say all right. Okay, I'm good to go and y'all good to go. Can you hear me? Y'all ready? July 17th, right? This month. We good? Ready? Yes, sir. Hold on. Heads up, heads up, heads up, eyes open and fist clench. Heads up, eyes open and fist clench. Y'all know who this is. Now we do this, y'all. Let's get locked and loaded for another episode. Heads up, eyes open and fist clench. Let's get locked and loaded for another episode. And I'm looking literally as I'm speaking right now. It's a tornado warning, y'all. So heads up in Cook and DuPage counties. Again, right now, live as we speak, Cook and DuPage counties. I'm able to give y'all some updates as we speak. I think it's supposed to be over at 7. But in the meantime, between time, take a pause for the calls, open those front doors and side windows and let them know that Freedom on Radio is live and direct here, Intellectual Radio, in the spirit of making history, taking history, and taping history, y'all. Let's get locked and loaded, y'all. I am self-critical for coming in late. Again, I'm self-critical for coming in late. We've been moving and grooving with some different meetings and there's gonna be some bumps in the road, y'all. But we say we're gonna ride, since the wheels fall off and even when it still hit the concrete, we're gonna continue to ride, y'all. I came in, I cubbed in. Let me get my terminology correct. I cubbed in to some phenomenal energy, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Just want to shout out these forces, man. I would say youngsters, but GQ, he with them too, and there's a couple of more people that they ain't all of it. They can't be including the youngsters. They around my age, But this man, I'm gonna shout. We're gonna officially shout these crew. A straight up setup, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about film. On point. I feel like I'm back on the set somewhere. The movie set. I can cook a better meal. You know what I'm saying? With everything else, everything working in sync and the energy is off the hook. And again, shout out to we'll be a weekly intellectual radio. But again, y'all, those who are just joining in and tapping in with us, I need y'all to spread the word, hit your Twitters, your Instagram, different forms of social media, TikToks, whatever it do. And you see, I'm really not familiar with all that. And Brother Rico Shy, he be cracking to a champ. Your word got to get out. And that stuff, it's technology. And it's a barrier. We're struggling with though, but the Minister UEP Newton talked about the whole dynamics even way back then in regards to technology, saying something we gotta grapple with. We really get hands-on with it. Speaking of which, we got a number of subject matters, we got to talk on today. And I want y'all stick around because we got a code red case. And I say code red, y'all know a lot of times we talk about a major campaign of the Black Panther Party, Cubs. It's the African Anti-Terrorism Bill. That's the AAT bill that addresses the terrorism that what we refer to as the OVs, not the OGs, but the original victims of terrorism was rejected to. And that comes in forms of chemical biological warfare, i.e., heroin, pills, perk, all that, you know what I'm saying? Political prisoners are victims of terrorism, you know what I'm saying? We don't care healthcare system. We're going to talk about the impact. We're going to talk about the death of Dr. Mutulu Shakur, stepfather Tupac Shakur. You know what I'm saying? Long-held political prisoner, I believe 37 years. We're going to talk about that. But if you're tripping and you can't leave the state, be careful with this ride because we're going to roll to France also. To the uprisings. Notice I said the uprisings. The uprising terms, everything is political, words, terms, fashion, you name it. The rebellions, the uprisings that have been going at least for last week in Paris, France. And we may get a call in from our deputy chairman, France chapter, comrade, Deputy Chairman Franco, who had previously been fighting a case over there. In fact, his case has been fighting for several years. When the uprisings throughout the world happened, in regards to George Floyd murder, he was given a trumped up charge about this known statue. I forgot the name of the statue. It was racist statue. And I know people say, damn, what you mean, deputy chairman? In France, the Black Panther Party Cubs, we are international, international organization. And this comrade who don't even speak English, I'm talking, man, we bonded. That's another, I talked about that before. And my first time going to France was with Minister of Confrontation Pam Africa and Ramona Africa, the Mood family. And we went there in regards to put a street sign for Long Hill political prisoner Mumia Abu Jamal. And Pam Africa said something to the effect, she said, I've been coming to France over 10 years, never got to the ghetto. She said, Chairman Fred, you get over here one time, he made his way to the ghetto. And there's a place that translated to the Golden Drop. All type of atrocities were occurring down there. To my, it was open area where the white French men in particular would go there and they would grab these young, literally, sexually exploit these young brothers. Because mind you, a lot of, when we were kidnapped from Africa, we spread throughout the diaspora, throughout the world. A lot of people think that you just come right, that you just get brought to what is known as America, North America. But the deal is, in fact, Brazil, South Africa, the largest concentration of African people. And we have a chapter there too under the leadership of our deputy chairwoman, Sujeti. And we talk about the work in Sao Paulo and throughout the world. But France, Saint-Denis, the programs, the Triple C's, Children, Community, and Cubs, those programs have been thriving. And the Black Panther Party Cubs, there's some phenomenal work over there. And again, we look forward to an update from our deputy chairman, Franco, over there. And this politics, as I said when I spoke in France, I spoke in Brazil one time, doing what was known as the Black Consciousness mobilization. That's like late November, like by November 20-something. And that is a commemoration of Dos Post-Males. He was a revolutionary freedom fighter that shook up the Portuguese and the Dutch. And to this day, his name still, you say his name, you can see people that they chest stick out, And Brazil, like similar to you have the different street tribes and street organizations in LA, Chicago, the division, the religious dynamics, like the Muslim community, Christian community, those into I don't know if I can do that. I'm still my mind how to refer to this. Other forms of religion, it's like real, like it's divided. But this on Black Consciousness Day, you see, people, from all over coming, and as I said then, that though we have been divided by chains, shackles, language barriers, you dig. But again, we try to find common points of unity. And that's the Black Panther Party Cubs is talking about doing. So this latest case, a 17-year-old young brother was gunned down by the police in France, and the uprisings happening. And you may hear certain things in France, like, man, they talking about the suburbs kicking up like that. In France, it's like reverse. The suburbs is where the get down happens at. You know what I'm saying? That's where the get down happens at. And you have to be on with the politics to be moving on a pivot. You know what I mean by that is you can't get stagnated. Like that's one of the mistakes that they had made in Ferguson. And speaking of Ferguson, I got to make sure I do my drop for my brother, shout out to Michael Brown Sr., the Michael Brown family. I'm gonna be honored and humbled to be the keynote speaker August 9th for Michael Brown. And y'all remember when this brother was gunned down. And one of the mistakes that the system made, and I'm gonna do officially drop. I'm gonna do it to make sure y'all clear y'all calendars. And I'm gonna give the Browns family social media so you can contact them, see how you can support this event coming up August 9th. But one of the things that was said, in fact, I think they said someone said at the funeral, they never even heard of Ferguson prior to this. And Ferguson is technically a suburb of St. Louis. But man, you've seen the rebellions happen. In fact, our opposition was similar to that of Comandante Ernesto Che Guevara. When he said, "Let there be 1,000 Vietnams," we said, "Let there be 1,000 Mike Brown towns," and that was in regards to because that it was a shift in the momentum how people dealt with situations. A lot of time prior to that, we would have cases. And give me a heads up if I'm turning the wrong way. Okay, yeah. A lot of times, we have people. you have a sentiment with some the police kids might not family. A lot of people say, oh, I don't want to say nothing, what I'm saying, hold on, blah. But you see the rebellions happen. What I'm saying? Something like when Diamond Lavish Reynolds, Philando Castile was gunned down, and she said in plain layman's terms, you know what I'm saying, man, no, they you killed them, you know what I'm saying? And you see, you see the uprising. We don't even know the degree. See something that's wrong, what's happening, you know what I'm saying, our respective communities, you know what I'm saying? And we got to relate to what Stephen Biko or the Black Conscious Movement says. Stephen Biko, who authored I Write What I Like, said, Black people in particular must grasp the ability to distinguish distinguish intelligence from the ability to articulate. You got to grasp that. A lot of times we have people we say intellectual monkeys. They can say a bunch of words and terms, but you know what I'm saying, they can't walk and chew gum at the same time. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times we get caught up with that. You know what I'm saying? The masses of people may not be articulate with the Queen's English, you know what I'm saying? Because really this is a bastardized language, because everything is political, you know what I'm saying? When they colonize you, someone's language is forced on you. But again, the masses of people know, man, this shit ain't right what's happening to us, y'all. It ain't right for 17-year-old sisters being inside Cook County Jail, forced to rinse out their sanitary napkins for reuse. It ain't right, you know what I'm saying, for the situation they had Dr. Mutulu in, you know what I'm saying? And we, you know what I'm saying, we call us paranoid, whatever, you know what I'm saying, but you look at take care, even they say the cancer with him, you know what I'm saying? And the short time he was released, you know what I'm saying, we glad he was able to hit the streets, you know what I'm saying, because, you know what I'm saying, that's a hell of a feeling to die behind enemy lines. I think about that movie Life, with Eddie Murphy and Martin Lawrence. So that just get up out of here, you know what I'm saying, as opposed to, quote unquote, dying inside those concentration camps, y'all. So that's what's happening in France, y'all. We're gonna do, you know what I'm saying, we talking about France, we talking about what's happening in the case of Dr. Mutulu Shakur, the writer's strike. And again, get y'all pens and paper. We got some homework assignments for y'all too. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know we weigh theory and practice. We're gonna be talking about the infamous Cook County Courthouse. We're gonna need warm bodies, y'all. We're gonna need warm bodies, y'all. So as I said, July 19th. We're gonna need warm bodies July 19th, y'all. This is I was starting from the Code Red. Yeah. Y'all forgive me. Y'all know I don't like doing no commercials, y'all. Y'all forgive me. I need a little coffee though. So if y'all know usually, you know what I'm saying, I'll be ears up on this here, you know what I'm saying, no commercials, you know what I'm saying, so strike that out, you know what I'm saying. And it's this tech team, I'm talking, hey, I feel, we moving and grooving, y'all. But code red, we have code green, code black, and we have code red. Similar to like doing, you know what I'm saying, the terror, they call it the September 11th, they talking about the terrorism. They had code orange, code yellow. And that, when you say it goes from different degrees, you say code red, you say, hey, man, hold on, man, this we got to move on this. Sometimes you hear something, okay, I understand, this press the severity of what we're dealing with. And these sisters' cases, you know what I'm saying? And what these sisters' cases, and what these sisters are facing in the infamous Cook County Courthouse, 26 in California, July, you know what I'm saying? July 19th, doing Siobhan Booker and Aretha Thomas, you know what I'm saying? And with, even the condition where they held that, you know what I'm saying? We are concerned. They are held in the infamous Cook County Jail, the same Cook County Jail that Gil Scott Heron talked about. Same Cook County Jail. Chairman Fred Hampton Singh was held captain. So many others were held there. And I was in this place, you know what I'm saying? And you can't take one day for granted. It was, in fact, it was a young lady, that was in the entertainment industry, been going hard. I forget her name. It comes to 1 minute. Oh, I can't believe this, y'all. I get this coffee. I can't believe I'm forgetting her name right now. Jaguar Wright. They asked her something to say, man, hold on now. It's one thing you talking about different black entertainers. Don't you fear for your life? Making a comment about Clive Davis, you know what I'm saying, about the history. And this would caught my ear when she said her response. She said, listen, she said, I was in the Cook County Jail in Chicago. She said, what I seen go down to Cook County Jail, nothing can scare me. This is what she said. She said, I've been through all, she said she's seen people, their head get bust open, people, you know what I'm saying, like, man, their brain matter is laying out, people walk past like it's normal. the infamous stories. Like I remind my sisters, I be going around right past, you know what I'm saying, I come down Western, people say, Chan, why you just go to shortcut? Go down California. Subconsciously, I still, like a lot of people only like riding past there. The impact of, you know what I'm saying, Cook County Jail, y'all, and so many horror stories, you know what I'm saying, that happen in that place, you know what I'm saying? And we, you know what I'm saying, and I know we all, if we not familiar, I know we all familiar, man, we better be familiar. Case of Nicholas Lee, and you know what I'm saying, that Cassandra Greer, Dr. LaShawn, and others, you know what I'm saying, when Black Panther Party Club, we proud to say, really been pushing this case. And the community, the people, I'm not even gonna name the organization, you know what I'm saying, but this is a case when it was intensified. It already been going down in Cook County Jail. What you seen during the coronavirus, the ruling class even said, the mainstream media said, Cook County Jail was a hotbed for the coronavirus. You know what I'm saying? It was on 10. It was already going down. And Cassandra Greer was on man with Nicholas Lee on day by day, blow back on the phone. You know what I'm saying? He telling about other other captives. You know what I'm saying? What's going on with them? You know, she calling in. You know what I'm saying? All the administration, she man, the former mayor, like with Sheriff Tom Dart. You know what I'm saying? Man, what's going on? No response. You know what I'm saying? And she and others have been, you know what I'm saying? As makes we clear, we riding with her. You know what I'm saying? Riding with our people. In fact, she brought our brother Philip Jones, who's gonna join us in a minute. That's connected us with this case, and so many others. I want to commend her too. A lot of times, you know what I'm saying, we can look at attacks subjectively. In other words, man, this happened to me. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I tell people, once we start, when you fight, it's he spread that pain. He don't hurt you as hard. And her, and a lot of times therapy is struggling. She sure been doing some therapy, man. You know what I'm saying? She sure been, I'm talking about tying these cases in, getting down, making it, not forgetting about it. We have what we call the Harriet Tubman Code. The Harriet Tubman Code is don't get up there to Canada and catch amnesia. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Don't forget about those who are still held captive. You know what I'm saying? Those still going through situations. You know what I'm saying? And she been nonstop. We've been nonstop. We're gonna be nonstop. And we need again, y'all. We need y'all, man. July 19th. We need warm bodies there. You know what I'm saying? I keep on saying that term because on the Chamber for speech, he said, all right, now, y'all, we need some warm bodies down here at this courthouse. July 19th, y'all, write that down. Keep on hashtag that right now, y'all. Case of Siobhan Booker, Doretha Thomas. We need warm bodies, y'all. July 19th. Today is what, on Friday is 15th, so 16, 17. It's Tuesday. Make that Tuesday stick in your mind that they talking about election. I think it was election. Tuesday. It had some sort of mantra. I forgot what it was. Tuesday, come out and vote. It was like Tuesday, or better yet, they say New Orleans Fat Tuesday. You know what I'm saying? Make that stick in your. It's Wednesday. Scratch that. Reverse. Come back again. Scratch that. Clear that out. Wednesday. I'm looking forward to some updates on this show. A week from today, 1 week from today, we come in with some updates on this case of these sisters that's in Cook County Jail, Siobhan Booker and Doretha Thomas. Wednesday, you know what I'm saying? I know people saying, damn, Chairman, you know, it's kind of late in the game. You know, so you check out the case, you know what I'm saying? You go on Cassandra Greer Facebook, I'm gonna give our brother Facebook also. Honest people say, damn, Chairman, they got convicted. And I tell you, you know what I'm saying, Cass, okay, you know, and see, I'm not cut from the cloth. You hear stuff like innocent until proven guilty. I'm not cut from that. We're not cut from that cloth. You know what I'm saying? We're not, and I tell people, listen, the state defines on, okay, when the conviction happens, over. No, see, I went in the studio. I went in the studio with this cat one time, do some poetry, and he got to read all them rules down. You know, about 16 bars. Other brother say, hey, man, Chairman ain't going for that. I said, dude, watch out, man. She wouldn't nail it down. We don't, when I get into a rumble, you're not telling me, oh man, hold on, man, you gotta, you know, you fight with it, you gotta do southpaw, hit with the right. Man, we rumbling. So we not held captive by conventional definitions. You know what I'm saying? It ain't over. It ain't no, man, you know what I'm saying? They've been man, convicted and don't tell me, man, all that, man, and innocent to proven guilty, man. Hey, this is the same courthouse, y'all. James Van Dyke, you dig? I'm to my man. The case of Laquan McDonald. You know what I'm saying? was supposed to got sentenced to gave him 6 years, and if he did 2, if he did 2. So try to work with us, y'all. Shake them shackles. I know it's like a cleansing process. You know what I'm saying? Shake them shackles. Say, "Hey, hold on, man. We feel a pulse." You know what I'm saying? I know the people that they're in the county jail. We feel a pulse, man. We feel a beat. As Chairman Fred said, way out of Menard, Illinois, he's a Menard. He say, man, I put my ear to the ground. Even being a member of the Vanguard Party, I felt the beat of the people, man. We feel a pulse. We feel a beat. You know what I'm saying? I tell you, I can fight for you, fight with you. I can't fight you for you. You know what I'm saying? We feel a pulse, and it's getting stronger. You know what I'm saying? When this brother, they family member, you know what I'm saying? The husband, he can't. I said, man, he can call in. How you want to do it? He can't. He come down to the studio with us. Man, we breaking ice. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I'm at liberty to say this, but he's like, man, it's my first time. Like, hey, man, did this here. We like, it was Slash Stones that say everyday people, y'all. You know what I'm saying? This is people's thing, man. And again, this is, man, in plain layman's terms, I want you, man, connect, like it's an old saying, African saying, what's good for the family may not be good for the community. What's good for the community is good for the family and the community. The Black Panther Party and basic math says the whole is bigger than the part. I tell people say, okay, man, Chan, I like that saying. You call Minister UEP and say, what is power? Power is the ability to define phenomena and make it act in desired manner. Power is the ability to define phenomena and make it act in desired manner. What is a phenomenon? A phenomenon is an unusual event that can be scientifically explained. Reverend Nat Turner put us into the ground, saying the church is phenomenal. He defined it, gave a historical analysis. He said, oh, this ain't nothing new. We had religion, spirituality, you know what I'm saying, before we got kidnapped. He said, all right, now praise the Lord, pass the ammunition. What did Chairman Fred do in Chicago? Y'all be saying, man, don't talk to them gangbangers, don't talk to them racist white dudes. Chairman Fred said, he said, man, this is a reality. He put his ear to the ground. He defined it, gave an historical analysis. He defined and made it work in desired manner. You know what I'm saying? Gonna seize the time with this whole discussion. The justice system. I know a lot of us gonna get caught up with this here. A lot of us been fed a whole bunch of pagan poetry. You know what I'm saying? What the Constitution said, this and that, so on and so forth. Hey, I'm coming from the cloth. Minister UEP News said, man, really, the Constitution, when it comes out to Black people, in particular, other colonized community, it's pagan poetry. It sounds good. We're gonna heighten the contradictions. We're gonna heighten the contradictions. You deal to a man about the time these sisters are facing. We want objectively tell them, okay, let's look at our communities. I tell people, I ain't no relationship specialist, but I tell people, I say, anything that you do or you engage in, ask yourself. So, okay, man, how look at yourself with that and without that. You know what I'm saying? It was, man, people, whatever the case may be, put that in context. How do how did it come out? In our communities, we what the system defines as criminals. In fact, I just seen the Black Panther Party newspaper where they talking about what Black Panther Party was having international meetings. And they said, be careful who you define your enemies are. You know what I'm saying? Who your friends are. How are we impacted? Who are these sisters? How will our community be impacted with these sisters? Before I go there, how will their families be? But bigger than that, how our communities would be impacted. You know what I'm saying? It's when I go to these funerals a lot of times, I say, first of all, my condolences to our community. You know what I'm saying? Because it ain't just the physical, the stats that you see, 10, 15 people shot. I just, that's messed up. No. Like Tupac said about Brenda got a baby. You know what I'm saying? The impact, how it trickled down on our community. You know what I'm saying? What was he still saying? How do people relate to these sisters? You know what I'm saying? How do we, and then a lot of times we can't catch it, because I tell you, know what I'm saying, the right case is the right, I hate to say the right case, but to open the door, so, oh, wait a minute, man. This kidnapping our community and throwing these what they call football numbers, how we become immune to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, the fact they talking about, man, a minimum of 6 years. 6 minutes alone in them places, the impact on you. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Sisters, y'all see the picture, sisters giving birth handcuffed to the gurney all the time. We went down to Logan around a Mother's Day. You know what I'm saying? Me, Dr. LaShawn, Cassandra, and others went down to Logan to my, man, them women, y'all see her, they call back in. Just, people reaching out to them, and you know what I'm saying? And I tell we hear stories, you know what I'm saying, what's happening to the brothers, the men inside them camps, you know what I'm saying? And it's embarrassing. But the dynamic is, like I told somebody the other day, I spoke at the C number gathering the other day, and I was talking. It was 55 women now, at least 55 women, and they were doing a balloon release for the sister Rose. I can't forget her name, but all these sisters had done time. All of them done time, and I'm walking and I'm seeing. You know what I'm saying? You got Mr. Hoover's son over here. I'm talking to him. You know what I'm saying? He made a comment, Larry Hoover Jr. He said, man, every time I see you got that energy, that charge. I say, man, hey, I'm Chairman Fred say, I'm half the people, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a charge. Then you got Imam Malik son, you know what I'm saying? He just come on, man. We talk. And then you got these sisters over here. So we walk around talking to everybody, you know, and these sisters, man, you know what I'm saying? Telling stories about this one sister who they was commemorating in particular, how she impacted their lives. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? When she got out, and then she subsequently she was brutally murdered. Field Marshal George Jackson said, I'm gonna paraphrase this. He said, no man. I'm gonna paraphrase it. No man, no woman leaves that place unaffected. No man or no woman leaves that place unaffected. My deputy field marshal was just locked up, and when he got to talk about, reminding me of the Cook County Jail, the stories, it took me back. I can't drive on the expressway to the outside. You know what I'm saying? They just transfer me so many times. You know what I'm saying? And again, you just think it's a structure of bars and concrete. The impact. What is not designed to rehabilitate us. Let's be clear on that. It's not designed to rehabilitate us. It's saying similar to what they call civilizing the savages, the natives. You know what I'm saying? What about civilizing them? It was to create a mutated, I don't want to say individual, to take the humanity out of you. You know what I'm saying? It take the manhood, the womanhood, the childhood. You know what I'm saying? It's a brother named Mecca, got a YouTube station, podcast, and I'm listening to him talking about how Dr. Mutulu impacted him in prison. To keep your humanity in there, you know, it's a leap. To keep it out here in the streets, it doesn't become cold, it's not become callous. But inside those camps, man, we can't afford the loss of these sisters, y'all. We can't, you know what I'm saying? We can't. It's like when you under attack. When Iraq? You go back and think back when the U.S. made their first move on Iraq. You think back, because remember when George Bush Jr. when he came in office, he wouldn't even put his hand. He hadn't even put his hand down being sworn in. Soon as George Bush Jr. come in, he said, "Let's hit Iraq." They say call upon him. Like, hold on, man. You want to sit down and talk about politics or other politics? He was on a mission. Whether it be those said to please the old man or whatever, he said go at Iraq. They go Iraq for it. He like, well, whatever. They Capricorns, Virgo, weapons of mass destruction. Go with that. Flooded. When they moved Iraq, when the initial moves by Saddam Hussein was what? Bust them prison doors down. Whatever differences he had amongst the community, he said, open them prison doors. Let them prisoners up out of there. You know what I'm saying? See, think about it, whether the cats been in different street organizations or whatever, your family. You like, man, I don't fool Uncle Joe, man. You know, so you the Joneses. Man, who was that? Man, the Taylors, they tripping me on the block. You Uncle Joe, put that to the side, man. We can't afford man, we have certain assets amongst our people that we cannot afford to lose, y'all. You know what I'm saying? So we don't know who these sisters are. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna try as objective because I'm saying subjectively it hurt you when you have this discussion. You know what I'm saying? And why we gotta be down there July 19th? You know what I'm saying? Why we gonna make this a field trip? Why we gotta get down there? You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? And I'm open to play. You know what they call some people call devil's advocate. We gonna state's advocate. You know because what channel they got? You know with this here, man. My cousin locked up. Y'all know I'm natural. Free them all. You know what I'm saying? The case, the Polish stand. You know what I'm saying? The young brother, 14-year-old brother. Oh man, hey, we gonna line to Cassandra Green that day. We gonna go visit this brother. I think it was important. Matter of fact, we need to try to see about even some visitation with these sisters before they go to court too. I think about the visits with me. You know what I'm saying? Mike Tyson talks about when Tupac came to visit him. You know what I'm saying? The letter. Matter of fact, we're gonna get their mailing information at minimum. We want the one prisoner, one kind. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully with the case of Siobhan Book and Dorothy Thomas, hopefully, ideally, We'll be all right. We'll be all right with me. I was on the phone with Sister Cassandra. I said, okay, we check on me going to visit this young brother. Got the juvenile detention. Working on going on a visit. She called me back. She said, Chairman, him and his mother, they out. They out. I said, cool. I'm cool with that visit being canceled. So let's ideally get them letters into the Cook County Jail with the ID number, and let's ideally look for the mail lady, the mailman come back through, say, return the sender. The person you talking about, their mail cannot be delivered to them because they're no longer 2600 in California. They're back with their families, back with their community, back with their people. You know what I'm saying? Attempt to make reestablish their connection. I say reestablish it, man, because again, them bars and concrete do more than just. You think you hear people when they locked up, they use terms like, man, don't worry about the world. They're disconnect from the world. You become subjective. Next thing you know, don't worry about E-House. Don't worry about Sixth Gallery. Don't worry about G-Dorm. You become more and more subjective. In fact, when I was in Big Bloody River, they couldn't move me unless they had two majors and the captain had all type of special rules. So one time they got me, I'm in the shower, they want to get his brother's property. I said, man, get him his property. You know, so everybody like, man, what's happening? I said, I ain't know the brother. I said, man, y'all, I'm not coming to the shower to get his property. So the guard tell me, page 4. And everybody else, they knew what it was. So I'm kind of like semi-embarrassed, like, this some jailhouse lingo I don't know about. I said, just what it was page 4. That meant page 4 meant do your own time. Do your own bit. Don't be concerned with nobody else. So the guard come back. I said, my man, I ain't up with that orientation, man. I ain't up with that. I said, man, do it, get his property. Subjectivity, quote from Chairman Freddie Hampton Jr. Subjectivity stunts one's ability to make proper summations. You know what I'm saying? You might want to say, man, what the book, what's Savon book? My last name, Jones. You know what I'm saying? What the Rita Thomas, you know what I'm saying? What side of town they from? You become more and more subjective. You get more. Next thing you know, man, I'm in the kitchen. What the police kicking through the living room door, beat my nephew? What they got to do with me? You become more and more isolated, more and more subjective. You know what I'm saying? Before you know it, you know what I'm saying? That you immune. You know what I'm saying? You can see a picture. You can see something happen to our people. You can't. I tell people all the time, a lot of people think people be intentionally just cold blood. I said, no. Some people, that damage, that disconnect has been passed down so long, they are incapable, like literally. Man, go back. We had an event one time where a young lady said incapable of connecting. I said, I don't never want to be, man. I was in Cook County Jail, Division 6. This cat, man, was sitting there. He had a tattoo with the heart. It was a lock on, like a lock on the heart. And first it was cool. I said, damn, to be here and not to be concerned about it. I said, it really kind of caught my attention. I said, damn, what that mean? He said, man, you said no love. I don't got no love. I said, man. So I'm like, damn, I said, I might make my job a little easy. I do that. You know what I'm saying? It really triggered me. I said, damn, I'm worried about the vision, all we have on the streets, everything. And I thought about that. And I said, damn. I will never get to that stage where it's a disconnect with our people, man. You know what I'm saying? Never. Never. You know what I'm saying? They say Pac couldn't even successfully sell drugs because he had a certain amount of empathy for people, man. You did? Field Marshal George Jackson said capitalism not only affects the economy, but it affects the psyche of the people, man. You know what I'm saying? You should be on high alert right now, trying to figure out, okay, Chairman, I'm digging what you're saying with the politics. We need to figure out how can I get down to these sisters you done talked about. You know what I'm saying? You said some sisters you done told me what Cook County Jail is. You done told me some sisters in there. Before we see, I ain't gotta go. It's something that's triggering you. It's something that's triggering you. You know what I'm saying? See, it's certain things that, you know what I'm saying, to connect, you know what I'm saying, you say certain words, certain terms. I mean, like got this lady's name, she was missing, Sandra Levy. And she was an intern, and she supposed to work with this Congressman Conduit. And she came up missing. Somebody called in to John Walsh, America's Most Wanted, and said, hey man, what that lady was doing out there with that congressman? And before the call, John Walsh said, hey, back up. This young lady is missing. In other words, ain't no sidetracking. See what I'm saying? See, they have us when they beat Rodney King. was he speeding? See, we call it the side tracking of the slave. You know what I'm saying? They come through, 50 us get killed. First thing, what they locked up for? You know what I'm saying? It's certain things, man. When I grew up, one of my guys have a problem. Man, we address that business. It's certain. See, and the system is phenomenal at that. So, well, I don't know, Red. Man, the case of man, we spend more time. You know, a 14-year-old boy locked up during the case of the police officer stand. Used the system. You had cats, man. I hate that we had to go to the point and say, man, he was an honest student, blah blah. That you had to appeal to when you know what's going on in them places. In certain communities, man, could you imagine them in Nazi Germany in the gas chamber saying, man, oh, was they in gangs? What happened? What they do? What they do? What they do to them? Could you see? Like a girl, you know, girl catch the guy at the hotel, somebody else, girl. He flipped the script on her. She pulled up, what you, he was such a, he said, what you doing driving around with Sherry? So now the script been flipped. She said, yeah, how you ride? We ain't allowing no, listen, first of all, man, again, we supposed to get them bus passes ready, the Uber, whatever the car did. This is July 19th, what you doing? Tied into your dates, your conversation. So you on Instagram, what you doing Tuesday night? Wednesday night, we might tell you guys we might can go out. Okay, yeah, after we leave the courthouse. See, you tie struggle in. I'm gonna close. I'm gonna open the difference. See, the war is two occupying armies. Get down. You suit up and you boot up. Do what you do. A revolution, on the other hand, you gain the massive participation of the masses of the people. It's a different type of artist, different type of. So I'm saying I want this. I want cats in the studio tonight. Talking about this here, man. Man, July night, man. Cham, that's Wednesday, man. Come on with it. Lenin said, the Russian Revolution, what takes people 20 years to learn in ordinary times, they can learn in 2 years in revolutionary times. People talking about, man, the Black Panther back then they was doing this and that. You know, you start putting the timeline in context. Chairman Fred was 21 years old, man. I'm talking 1969 assassinated. You start putting this in, man, monumental moves, man. Monumental moves, y'all. We're gonna seize the time, man. July 19th, man. Wednesday morning. 2600 South California. Y'all know where it's at. Unfortunately, everybody know where it's at. Real talk. We got any callers in queue? Come around. Again, I was just tuning in. Y'all forgive me, y'all. Y'all ain't doing no commercial. No. Come on, we got any callers in queue? I appreciate everybody tapping in with us, y'all. Free them all. Oh, yeah. No. Callers, you got to press 1. It's 929-477-3785, and you got to press 1 to get in queue. You got to press 1 to get in queue. Man, I'm on Cloud Million right now. Say it again. Matter of fact, I want my brother to come on tap in, sit down with me for a minute, man, brother. Philip, now just come sit down with me for a minute. I want to break the ice, right? Welcome, brother. I want to break the ice. You know what I'm saying? I'll bring this brother in. He gonna give us let us the courtroom, man. You first and foremost, man. Welcome to Freedom on Radio. We every Wednesday. You know what I'm saying? I hate it. I'm glad you on here. I see what I'm saying. I hate the timing. We're gonna deal with it. We're gonna deal with it. You know what I'm saying? Help us out, bro. You know what I'm saying? Who is Siobhan Book and who is Aretha Thomas? You know what I'm saying? Cause a lot of times with our people, we hear these numbers and we become stoic or cold, and we and we just hit hear these names and stuff though. other communities are afforded the luxury, you know what I'm saying? Say, oh man, who is this? Oh, that person, they went, they family members, this and that, you know, they went to school here, so on and so forth. And help me humanize who we got to help, people relating, you know what I'm saying? And, and who are you, you know what I'm saying? So I can take, so we can make sure that we, Black Panther Party, so we fight for the minds and hearts of the people. How, you know what I'm saying? How I want something that under the trigger us to say, okay, listen, y'all, I drew an analogy. If you read 45 poodles got killed in Chicago last week, you know what I'm saying? It'll trigger you somewhere. It'll hit you some way. And the Humane Society is down the street from Cook County Jail. If I told you what's going on in the dog down there, you'd be like, whoa, man, hold on, man. Hold on. That ain't cool. I mean, you know, pit bulls, I don't like them, but they shouldn't be going through this type of situation. To get to that, I know it's like a lot of times we gotta protect ourselves to not deal with emotions, y'all. But again, we can't afford that either, though, man. Welcome, brother.
Thank you.
Very welcome. Welcome here. You at home here, brother. And this ain't no we live. You amongst our people, and we say the people's pain reflects. You know what I'm saying? So plain language, you know what I'm saying? Like that, man. Tell us, man, you can, you know what I'm saying? Let us come to your home, you know what I'm saying? Who we got here?
Okay, so my name is Philip Jones. My wife is Siobhan Booker, and my mother-in-law is Doretha Thomas, the mother of Siobhan Booker.
Okay.
I know you say a little bit about myself, but right now it's really not even about me at all. It's about my wife and her mom. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna get into my mother-in-law.
Okay.
The type of person that she is, you know, what people read or what people hear and the opinions that they have. The opinions, I can respect people's opinion, but I can't always honor unless you have facts.
Yeah.
But the type of person that she is, she would literally do any and everything for anybody. Wow. Anybody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because forget what you read on social media, forget what you read, the picture people paint. You know, you have to understand she had a successful business for over 13 years. Okay. Never had any issues, never had any problems, never been sued, nothing like that. The type of people that work for the business, you know, the name of the company was Integrity Medical and Physician Supplies, which is a DME company that supplies medical supplies to Chicagoland area, suburbs, Joliet, Canyon, you know, the whole area.
Mm-hmm.
So the impact that she had on patients, customers, even family members, you know, just random people that walk in is impeccable. You know what I mean? They don't talk about when it was a young lady, and I'm not even gonna say too much. I'm not gonna say her name or none of that, but was a young lady who was actually living in the shelter. They had a young son.
Okay.
You know, everybody following hard times. Whereas, you know, she hired this young lady. Technically didn't even have a real address.
Wow.
How do you get on your feet if nobody hired you?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So she hired this young lady and got her, you know, in tune with what she needed to do to be able to take care of her son. You know what I mean?
While she was in the shelter.
While she was in the shelter. You know, people don't talk about people. People don't know that. You know what I'm saying? They go based off of what they hear, say, she say. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But anyway, like I say, she's, man, even myself personally, it's been a lot of times where it's not a lot, but it's been times where I wasn't on my feet and she lended that helping hand to do anything for myself as well as her daughter and my kids. You know what I mean? Even my family members. It's been times where I had siblings and friends and family that came on hard times. She even gave them a job. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Didn't have to do it.
Yeah.
Could have been a conflict of interest, but she did it. That's just who she is.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's just who she is.
Yeah.
Like I say, never had any issues, man. Like, you know, if you understand business, you know, you can't please and satisfy everybody. But I want to say at least 98%, a lot of people were satisfied, man.
Yeah.
A lot of people were satisfied.
That's something. You
have a lot of illness, a lot of sickness, bedridden things, you know what I'm saying? Just a lot of ailments out in the world. But again, in the Chicagoland area where she supplied products to these people. You know what I mean?
Well, okay. So a lot of times we have a generic version, or like usually say medical field. Everybody like nurses. Okay, so supply medical. Like she works. She
owned a medical supply. So it's DME, durable medical equipment. You know what I mean? So for instance, if you have customers that's like urinary incontinence, you know, we supply with Pampers, stuff like that. If you had somebody that was paralyzed and they needed a body lift or a patient left or a hospital bed. Motorized scooters.
How common is that? Like for black people, is that
man? Look, it's I don't want to say the wrong thing, but it's not common at all.
It's
not common at all.
Yeah,
because there's certain things that's just not put in place for people of our culture.
Did she tell you what triggered her to go into this? You know what I'm saying?
You know what? This is way before I met her. She actually used to work for a company as like a receptionist in a medical supply company. And that apparently that intrigued her to the point where she opened up her own and became successful with doing it from a small, almost like a jail cell office to expanding, you know what I'm saying, to make it a legacy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is what she knows. This is what she does.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She ain't getting no other job. This is what she does.
Wow. Yeah.
But it's just unfortunate in this situation that, things have to change now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's terrible.
I asked that question for a reason. A lot of times people talk about, going into new fields or whatever, and they just moving to new areas, you know what I'm saying, locations. The different dynamics, the external factors, you know what I'm saying, like, okay, hold on, man, you know what I'm saying, this one comes with it too, you know what I'm saying, you stick out, you know what I'm saying. So we talking about, you go back and look at any arena, you know what I'm saying, because a lot of times stuff is laid, and this is no slight on different arenas, but a lot of times we laid out for us, okay, rapper, basketball player, this show, this is what you're supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? And then you have some people say, man, I feel like this is my calling to do this.
Absolutely.
And a lot of times, like I can imagine how many people I impacted, like fearful of, like black people, man, I don't want to go into the ring, the heat that comes with it. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Yeah, so a lot of times people can be used as like a 15-year-old child told me this school I spoke at one time. He said, man, he said, I hear you. He said, man, well, they kill people like you. I said, damn, you know what I'm saying? And he said, I would like to do what you said, but you know what I'm saying? And so I'm just really trying, I want us to, the significance of this. And like I say, when I want to go visit this young brother, this 14-year-old, I'm kind of hesitant about saying his name too, but I want to go visit him. I wanted to send a message to our people and to him to be connected. And so even our people, I need this court July 19th, a message, you know what I'm saying, that, lawyers do their job, they do their thing. But the people, y'all, again, you see certain things happen, like hurricanes and tornadoes happen, you know what I'm saying, the Philippines, and you see they communities, you know what I'm saying, bond together. Where you going? I'm sending some packages over to my people over there. That gives you a certain amount of pride, they people, you know what I'm saying? I told somebody, I just said to him, I said, listen, August 30th, we're doing thing with Chairman Fred's birthday, y'all. I say, we don't have no Chairman Fred flags everywhere. I said, I like the Puerto Rican community, the flags and the May College, Cinco de Mayo flag, that pride. I want people to wonder what's July 19th, Wednesday. I want people on social media to say, man, what the hell is this traffic jam going on in front of 26 in California? You know what I'm saying? I want people to say like that. But what's going on here? You know, why is everybody going down? Why walking up in there? You know what I'm saying? They saying people walk like some images and screenshots and pictures of people walking up in that courthouse. And not just the black community, I want everybody. We're warm bodies up there, y'all. 26 in California, July 19th. Go ahead, bro. You was taking us.
Yeah. So again, I could talk y'all ear off all night. I don't think y'all got that much airspace. But when it comes down to it, man, look, all around, she's a genuine person with a good heart. She can literally don't even know you for real and do something for you to benefit you. She's a widow. Her husband been deceased since 2003. So again, she's by herself. She takes care of her parents. Her father, he has severe dementia, where it's literally like he'd call her phone, because obviously I'm in possession of it.
Right.
Call her phone 2-3 times a day and say, yeah, Phil, we're dope. We're the Let me talk to dope.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, sorry, Mr. Thomas, she's still incarcerated, but we're working on getting her out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's another thing that I have to deal with as well.
Yeah.
Her mother is actually bedridden with MS.
Yeah.
So she can't walk. She's also in kindness. So when it comes down to it,
she's the main character.
She's a part of attorney. Yeah, she take care of their finances, take care of their health care. And so when it comes down to it, by her not being able to be here physically, now her parents could potentially lose their house, have lights and gas cut off. You know what I'm saying? It's a terrible situation.
Trickle down impact.
Absolutely. And it's just terrible. Now my wife.
Yeah.
I mean, hey man, if you marry, you know what a wife do. You know what I'm saying? That's my wife. I mean, I love her to from now until forever. But we have 2 young sons. My youngest, he'll be 10 in a couple months.
Yeah.
My oldest will be 16 in a couple months. So don't even get me started about that, man. Like, it's crazy. Now, I was cool this past week. You know, I've been praying. God has touched myself, touched my wife and my mother-in-law. He's still working. God is really working for real.
Yeah.
And I told myself, like, man, I ain't finna come on this show and get emotional and none of that. So again, I'm gonna try and hold it down. But
do like I do sometimes, bro. I tell you, my eyes just got watery. That's what I tell you.
My eyes.
Right. That's what I tell you. That's my thing. Yeah. Right.
But again, you know, it's just my wife, all in all, good person as well. You know, will give the shirt off her back. You know what I'm saying? Do any and everything for everybody. Even if she doesn't even really fool with you for real, she'll still do it from the kindness of her heart. That's just who she is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But the biggest thing, like the hardest thing that's going on right now within myself is my kids. You know what I'm saying? Like the day we left court, I'm not finna get into the case at all, but I'm just gonna speak about what it is.
Yeah.
Because you know, it angers me, but I ask God to, you know, peace be still. Like, just let me be cool. You know what I mean? Because again, I got to go home to my kids.
Yeah.
And I even asked in court, like, how am I supposed to go home and tell my 9-year-old son and my 15-year-old son that your mom and your grandma not coming home? How am I supposed to do that?
Yeah.
How is a man supposed to tell their kids their mom is not coming home, other than her being deceased? How am I supposed to do that?
You struck a memory. You struck a memory, man. You struck a memory, man. You struck a memory. In Asada Shakur's book, Asada, and children, I tell you, all children are subjective, man. In other words, you know, a child sees you as their mama or their daddy, not even somebody else's sister, brother, or employee, and they feel you can do it. Like Asada talked about her daughter asked her when she came to like, why you didn't just come out? You know what I'm saying? When I was in Cook County Jail, I remember my mother brought my daughter to visit me. She had this little rubber mallet, like a little hammer thing, and she hit the window like, get you out, you know, come on out. And I'm relating to what you just said about how do you explain it to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, go ahead, Amy, go ahead.
No, it's all good.
Yeah,
it's all good.
Yeah.
You know, but again, that's a real life question, like that I've yet to be. Well, you know what? Some people said, you know, you just pray to God and God will give you the words to be able to explain it to your children. You know what I'm saying? But emotionally, you know, it's the hardest thing I've ever had to do.
Yeah.
You know, neither one of them got a background.
Yeah.
You know, ain't no passports, ain't no flight risk. Bond was revoked. Why?
Yeah.
I ain't even gonna ask that question.
Yeah.
But again, I get home, you know, come home to a house full of people, you know what I'm saying? The support system is like immaculate, you know what I'm saying? It's just, man, they greeted me, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, I could barely drive home, you know?
Yeah.
I had my mom in the car with me, and I had one of my wife's aunts in the car, and never in my life have I ever been lightheaded and dizzy and like legs feel like spaghetti. I literally had to pull over 3 times on 39th Street because I could not drive. I was dizzy, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I've never felt that before, ever in my 38 years. I ain't never passed out, ever. I felt faint. I don't know if that sounds weak or not, but that's how I felt. Man. Like, what's going on?
Real talk.
Man, look, so just fast forward, I explained the situation to my kids the best way that I could, without giving too many details, but just enough.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Especially to my youngest one.
Yeah.
He's very affectionate.
Yeah.
You know, he give me a hug. I want to sleep with y'all. You know, he's very affectionate.
Yeah.
So again, just thinking the mind frame of a 9-year-old child
who
can't see their mama no more right now.
Yeah.
How do you think that makes me feel? I ain't got to say nothing. I can just sit there and look him in his face and just get extremely emotional because it's like, what are you thinking about? Yeah. How do you feel every night now?
Yeah.
I got to be strong. I got to be strong for y'all, but y'all low-key stronger than me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all helping me. But when it comes down to it, man, 2 weeks go by, them sitting at the county, you know, I'm steady on the phones, man, and meeting with different people and just trying to maintain and get everything together. Because again, everything is on me right now. Although I got an army, but in my household, everything is on me right now. That's tough.
Yeah.
That's very tough.
I'm hearing you.
So when it comes down to it, man, my youngest son, he just started acting kind of weird. He kind of
Yeah.
started acting out a little
I
bit.
was gonna beat you to the punch. I knew it. I knew it.
Man,
I was gonna beat you. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. Man, I was about to beat you to the punch. I was gonna pull it before you said it, but I was about to say it, man. It ain't no question about nobody about being a bad child. I was about to say it. With animals, they did it, man. The elephants, man, they went through what they call musk period. And they just got to bumping each other. They brought them with the bull, the elephant, and they got back in sync. I'm talking the ecosystem. I'm talking the whole thing, man. Men and women, the family. I know it's a foreign term for a lot of people, man. But man, you can move one dynamic away. I knew he was going there. I knew it.
Yeah, man.
I knew it. Go ahead, man.
It's the reality.
I knew it.
It's the reality.
I knew it was going there. I was about to say it.
So again, like, you know, he acting out a little bit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm trying not to be, you know, get irritated. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like, man, what's wrong?
Yeah.
Deep down in the back of my mind, I know it's coming.
Yeah.
I know it's
Real
coming.
talk.
I know it's coming, but it's like, nah, that ain't it. He just,
Yeah.
you know, but it's just like he acting out. I'm on the phone with my wife, you know. She's speaking, you know, and it's on, you know, on speakerphone or whatever. He's steady acting out.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro.
Yeah.
I look him dead in his face. I say, bro, you miss your mama? He say, yeah. Immediately broke me down, crying. Wife crying. We just crying, hugging, like, bro. You know what I'm saying? My eyes sweating a little bit. That's all.
That's all.
But I'm just saying, like, that about killed me, bro.
Yeah.
And again, I asked God to give me the strength to try and you know, just overcome all that.
Yeah.
But besides emotions, bro, I saw red, bro.
I feel you.
I saw red. I wanted to start breaking stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I couldn't do that.
Yeah.
But that's what killed me, bro.
Yeah.
The fact that my child was being stronger than me to the point where at his breaking point. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like I say, I got a support system, man. All the guys, all my family. The guys that's coming over there, kicking it with him, playing a game with him. You know what I'm saying? His older brother being that big brother and just holding him down. Like, man, the support system is my sisters, man. Like one of my sisters was staying with me because it got to the point where it's having a house full of people. As soon as that last person leave, I close and lock that door. I just start breaking down because I feel like a baby. I can't even go to sleep now. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I need somebody next to me. You know what I'm saying, bro? This is hard, bro.
We need that's Clint Fisher. That's the support system. We need some backup,
man.
We need some backup. We need some backup. July 19th. We need some backup. You know what I'm saying? We need warm bodies there. July 19th. You know what I'm saying? July 19th. We need warm, and even we're gonna stay in contact with the brother, with his family. Winnie Mandela said, when a person is in prison, it's not just the prisoner that does the time. Winnie Mandela. You know what I'm saying? Talk about how the whole command. I knew you was going to go there about the youngster. I knew it.
Yeah.
Go ahead, bro. I knew it.
Yeah, man. But you know, I ain't finna get into all that. What I really want to do is I want to thank everybody. You know what I'm saying? That the people that's calling my phone and I can't answer at the moment and I didn't get back with you. You know what I'm saying? I want to thank everybody, man. All my family, all they family, my wife family, my mother-in-law family, all my siblings, friends. Even the people that don't even know me, man, the people that don't know them, you know what I'm saying? The God is working, man, and he put people in your life for a reason. But God is definitely working, man. But I got a super special shout out to Miss Cassandra Greer.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't know if it was cool for me to say your name, man. But to be honest with you, man, it's like she's a vessel. You know what I'm saying? She's a vessel, and I'm gonna keep it like that. You know, I'm gonna say that, and that's about it.
She got heart, and she got heart, and she got heart.
She a junkyard dog, baby. Man. It's like, I'm like, who are you, man? Like
one of the biggest mistakes of she's one of the biggest mistakes of Sheriff Tom Dart's career. I know that, man. Mm-hmm. She got heart. Hey, I need some social media for you too, man. I need some we finna flood your friend requests. We need, you know what I'm saying? We need some. I want to say we can help this family. You know what I'm saying? I need, in addition to going to court, you know what I'm saying? I'm inspired on the community. Everybody, like you're saying, guys and ladies, the family. You know what I'm saying? Stuff you may take for granted. You know what I'm saying? The meals and it needed, man. You know what I'm saying? And I want to check into, like, you know what I'm saying, even visiting them too. You know what I'm saying? I want to So let's check into that. I know last time the county jail you have been on a business list or something like that though.
Yeah.
So Cassandra, let's just chop it up on that one. You know what I'm saying? I want to let's I didn't want to go down there, you know what I'm saying? I want to go down there personally, you know what I'm saying? And I need people again, y'all, on the way to work. If you say you got to be in it down with, hit them horns right through there. Hit them horns. I need everybody to commit right now. Hashtag. The courtroom number.
Okay, so what I have to do is I have to get into my attorneys.
Yeah.
So court is Wednesday on the 19th.
Okay.
I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it's at 11 a.m.
Okay.
I have to get back with you on the courtroom.
Yeah.
I don't want to say the wrong thing.
No, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. We got the see. I like the when I came here today, I came to the studio today. These young man, these forces had this stuff set up for me. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't no man, Rico Shea called me and said, Chairman, one little minor question. I forget. I come in, they get all this stuff set up, man. It wasn't no, some things you ain't got back and forth on, man. Man, we cut the fat from the meat. We gonna figure who's gonna barbecue, who's gonna meal do through the dough. They ain't no that we can we found a courtroom ourselves. You ain't get, you know what I'm saying? You with them youngsters there, you know what I'm saying? You be on point. We got this. That's she struggle with certain things that you ain't got to be on. Say keep on babysitting. What's the courtroom? What's the what's they sign? You know what this what they done before? Certain things. We 26 in California. Like same way cats can figure out when the Super Bowl is. They can find out what it was saying with the spot at, with the club jumping off at. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Who doing what? Real Housewife. What song Cardi B done drop? Same energy. You know the cats can do that. And man, 20 wins the court. You know what I'm saying? Really didn't sit out there and say where it's at. We know it's at. You know what I'm saying? Win. So you ain't got to get back to us on nothing about no courtroom. So man, that's on us. That's on us. That's on the people. You know what I'm saying? Man, we live and direct on Freedom on Radio, y'all. In spirit of making history, taking history, and taping history, y'all. Man, Sandinista said in Latin America, the will of the people is greater than man's technology. The lawyers all do their thing, man. But them warm body, believe me, y'all. I'm gonna tell you a real quick war story. I'm in Cook County Jail, Division 6, 1991. Man, you could hit the people free Fred. I mean, they all outside. They come get me up the deck, take me downstairs. I forget who do this. I mean, I don't know. This wasn't even a white shirt. He had something like a glow in the dark shirt. I don't know who this dude was. He looked at it, say, you know, you see them out there? I looked out the window, you seen people out there come talking me being locked up. He say, man, you need to tell them to stop that. I said, what? I said, man, I ain't know. I said, what you mean tell them to stop? I said, man, they saying free frail. I said, what you mean stop? But my security, I'm gonna say this again, y'all, my security. Minister UEP News would say that if it was not for the support of the people, he may have come out of there in a pine box, if come out of there at all. Adolf Hitler, Führer in Nazi Germany, studied who received any mail. The ones who didn't receive any mail were the first ones in the gas chamber. They study your support system. Man, right on. They got the youngsters on their support system imperative. We make, again, the support system for these sisters, you know what I'm saying, on the up the ante. Them letters. I'm gonna say we can find their name ourselves. You know what I'm saying? And just random people, we writing them. And number that, man, stay strong, sister. We here for you, sister. That's man. You same way we find out where the club at. Find out Siobhan Booker, Aretha Thomas, that even the guards be saying, listen, let them people about it. I'm tired of running this damn mail to these same damn cells. You know what I'm saying? The mail. That's important. That's imperative. Start giving say, Google it, find what it is. You know, it's 26 California with a wing in the end. Write the letters. If ain't nobody else, ain't nobody a car. You know, so stay strong. You know, we here for you. You know what I'm saying? That we know where you at. You know what I'm saying? That's imperative, y'all. And ideally, that mail come back to the house. That mail get returned to sender. You know what I'm saying? Because man. Back where they back amongst the community, back with their family, back with our people, man. We can't afford the luxury, y'all. Just, you know, since keep on all these people getting knocked up, you know what I'm saying? we're not in that type of position. You know, like sometimes you say, man, can you afford this? How your body be deficient in certain nutrients? You like, well, I can afford it. Some people say, oh, I can afford it. You can, you know, some people say, man, hold on. When you sick, you can't afford to miss no meals. We can't even afford this. People keep getting took from us, man. Can't afford that. Real talk, y'all. We live in the record Freedom on Radio, making history, taking history, taking history. Any callers in queue?
We got a couple callers on here. Caller 8. Oh, okay. I guess what is it?
You got make sure y'all know y'all got to press 1 too, because you'll follow the queue. You
Caller 775.
Okay?
Yep.
Welcome to Freedom on Radio. Yes, indeed. You live and direct.
Hey, am I live?
You're live and direct.
Am I live?
You're live and direct. Yes, indeed.
Chairman Fred, free them all.
Free them all. Who we have here? Who do we have here? Free them all.
This is Brother Mark.
I knew that. I knew this was. I just want to go through procedures. Welcome, Mark Clemens, man. For those who don't know, well, this ain't your first time. It ain't gonna be your last time, man. Who himself was tortured. The Chicago police did time in the Cook County Jail and the joints. Who that's another representative of the Harriet, we call the Harriet Tubman Code. Reach back for those who are still held captive, you know what I'm saying? And don't forget, you know what I'm saying? Consistently. Man, the line is open, my brother. Mark Clemens, y'all. For those who don't know him, y'all, man, get to know him, man. Talk to me, my brother.
Hey, free them all, first of all. And
Free them all.
The brother that is on the show today, I would like to set up an opportunity in which I can speak to him about what took place with his mother and his mother-in-law, and try to gain some type of sense of direction with his situation. Man, we got to fight. And, you know, what took place in his situation is not the first time, will not be the last time, and we must come out in droves. It is extremely, very important to get the court date, and which we do have the dates, but that court number, and you have to stand direct, as you state all the time, Chairman Fred, that we must be direct. And the bottom line of it is when we come and we bring that information out, it makes it very hard for the system to deny the relief mechanisms that we are seeking as a people. But I clearly understand the brother, the direction that he is going, and I just encourage him to keep his head up and to understand that this is not an easy fight. And when you sling these slugs against the system, you have to sling them with identity. And when you sling it with identity, you've got to allow your brothers and sisters to have your back. The criminal justice system is corrupt to the core. And, you know, for black and brown people, man, guess what? We've been enslaved for a very, very long time. You know, you're talking to someone, man, the criminal justice system back in 81, and with John Burge, and going through just tragedy. 28 years in prison, 36 years for brother Jackie Wilson, and so many other black and brown people who have suffered injustice at the hands of our criminal justice system. Man, we got to sling it, and we got to sling what that is right there on that, man, I'm trying to picture this. It's called pool table. You got to sling pool balls at them. And please forgive me, the body is kind of tired. I'm leaving out of campaign back to Chicago, dealing with grandkids who got caught up into the system. But the bottom line of it is I'm going to stand for them the best way that I know how to stand for them. And I'm not going to allow the criminal justice system to basically criminalize
So you're right.
without having and providing a voice.
So you're right.
But I encourage that brother, keep fighting the good fight of faith. And Brother Fred, which is Chairman Fred, man, thank you for your love. Thank you for this platform. And I just open up the heart and pray that other brothers and sisters join forces on the 19th. I will be with the eyes and ears open for the time in the courtroom. So peace be unto all my brothers and free them all, Brother Fred.
Peace be unto you, right back at you. Free them all, man. Mark Clemens, who I don't take for granted. I mean, I'm just sitting here listening. I mean, your ongoing love for humanity, you know what I'm saying? The fact that you were able, you know what I'm saying, even the wedding pictures I've seen with you and your wife, just to hear you say grandchildren, something that people shouldn't take for granted. His brother was, he mentioned John Burge, former lieutenant, Chicago police. The torture, what he did, what happened to this brother, I don't take for granted that you still alive. We don't take for granted that you're able to have humanity, you know what I'm saying? And we appreciate you, you know what I'm saying, still, you know, on the battlefield, man, you know what I'm saying? Again, love, man, respect. I want to throw something else out there too, y'all. Make sure y'all don't forget Dr.Mutulu Shakur, who just is transitioned, you know what I'm saying, stepfather to Tupac Amaru Shakur. I keep y'all updated on the memorial service for him. 37 years, you know what I'm saying? And go Google some of the impact that, you know what I'm saying? And this goes something to come out of that, your humanity. They didn't take his humanity, you know what I'm saying? He, amongst his attributes and contributions to the people, man, acupuncture, you know what I'm saying, to get people of heroin, other drugs, you know what I'm saying? Dr. Mutulu Shakur, you'll be surprised, you know what I'm saying? And see, that's why I went earlier with the brother. I said, what hurt the medical field? See, I tell you, we look at, like, I mean, we protest all these cats, these got killed in the, you know what I'm saying? I mean, Michael Walker and Karini Green by the police, 2001. And we going through different cases. We said, wait a minute, these cats got backbone. They was impacting, you know what I'm saying? They had an influence on the community. You start pulling certain dynamics out of a community. The trickle-down impact is something else, man. And so again, y'all, Dr. Mutulu Shakur, long live. We will keep y'all updated in regards to again, stepfather Tupac Amaru Shakur. It was and let me say something else too. Don't get caught up. I used to say, man, Chairman, this is the sentencing stage. Miss Hood, you know, 14-year-old child. See, politics trumps everything. You know, I ain't gonna cut no corners with this. I hear what you're saying about the courts and all that. They play a role. The politics. You know what I'm saying? This made legal precedence to get that sister and her son to come out of there, man. From the case they're talking about that at 116th and Halsted at the Polish stand. Jeremy Brown. The people. I'm talking, man, I mean, Cassandra Green, some of the people, I'm talking, man, they get caught up the sidetrack. Well, hold on, you know, you got 72 hours to hold you, then you got the tank. It's certain things. Somebody, you know what I'm saying? You say, hold on, this man, and time is of the essence. You know, I remember that. I'm thinking about this 14-year-old child, the young in particular, not to negate her, the impact on his mother. Them, man, to be up in them places. Don't get confined by conventional definitions, y'all. You know what I'm saying? So, it's Latin America, the Sandinistas said that the will of the people is greater than man's technology, y'all. So again, it ain't over. Man, I'm saying this is me. I'm saying if this chairman Fred Jr., this me, man, we need warm bodies down there. You know what I'm saying? And the court support thing is important. This needs, I mean, different cases, our people, you know what I'm saying? don't just turn the blind eye. You don't turn other. It ain't gonna do with us. It should be something that triggers in us. I don't never want to lose that connection, y'all. So you know what I'm saying, I ain't get to. You have informed me to their background before I heard them. Some you know what I'm saying. Some shit, Sister Cook County Jail. You tell me, it's men in Cook County Jail. I was like, damn, what the fuck for going through? You know what I'm saying? And that situation is some shit trigger. Also, the side note too, I just missed. I'm a called brother Truck Earl Good brother. He said 75 years old, coming from parole. We're talking about his case too, in upcoming future though. Y'all know I can't opposition free them all. We live in that wreck, brother. That's Mark Clemens, y'all. And these names we throwing out there. Like the other day we talking we had the Satan Hampton House Garden other day opening. Man, Healthy Hood, them cats, man. We real shot, man. Healthy Hood, shout out, man. Because he come through there and I'm talking, and I thought about some Rico. He got the pen. I'm spurring Jake. Every time I talk, he writing the names down. You know, so he own it. You know, picking them up. We throwing these names out, y'all. Y'all need y'all to write these names down. I ain't look. My Facebook tripping. I ain't tripping because I got some backup around here. I ain't tripping. So don't even, you know what I'm saying. If y'all lose, it's gonna be. Hey, we finna up there. They finna have me on all type of stuff. I'm talking about and the social, the trigger, TikTok. I ain't even trying to figure the words out though. And we got tag my brother page too. I don't know if you like me. I ain't good at social media, but these man, we finna be on and pop. We finna flood this. This gonna be, man. This finna be flood through every pop up every commercial, sound bite, TikTok. They on it. They on it. You know what I'm saying? I gonna get shout out to y'all, man. Hey, he said one time, he said, man, I'm gonna have the interns. I said, ain't had no back and forth with him. Tell him what time I come in, we rolling. Any more callers in queue? That's Mark Clemens. Make sure y'all Google that name too. And if you feel you want to jump in, brother.
Oh man, yeah. I'm sorry, I did.
No, it's all love.
Yeah, Mr. Mark Clemens, I definitely appreciate it, man. Like all the prayers and all the support. I haven't seen you a day in my life, man, but just the fact that you are supporting some like strangers, you know what I'm saying? That means a lot to me and my family as well. And I definitely like however we can definitely link up, exchange information, and I can definitely give you some facts about what's going on about the case. You know, definitely not right now, but you know, I definitely love to get your information and meet with you.
I think I got a present number for him too, and I'm gonna give you that number. If I don't get, I better have that number. I'm gonna give you that number. Give me any more calls in queue?
Yeah, they on the line.
Press 1.
812. 812. Yeah. 812.
Fremont, welcome to Fremont Radio. Don't trip on Facebook, y'all. Don't trip. Welcome to Fremont Radio. Yes, indeed. Welcome. Live and direct. You live and direct. Welcome. Yes, indeed. What's up?
Queen Daphne invited me to come on the show tonight, so I can let the people know what we got going on in the Chicago area, August 4th through 6th, as well as across the nation. We have a Prison Life Matter, Liberate Our Elders panel discussion and webinar. And what we're doing is a continuation of the International Tribunal. It was held in October of 2021. Where we had an international tribunal with international judges from around the world that came to find the United States guilty of genocide on all 5 counts against the human rights violations against Black, brown, and indigenous people. And so since that time, a number of our elders, like Jamil King, Personal King, I've been trying to figure out how to remove this guilty verdict forward, how to reduce this guilty verdict out there to the masses and tie it into the work that's being done and get the international community to honor and recognize our struggle for international human rights and our fight for sovereignty and autonomy over here on these shores. And so what we've been doing is coming together, figuring out, okay, the next step with this is what we call the People's Senate. in developing a Senate body across the nation to give power to the people. And from December, I started reaching out to a lot of the elders that I just named, to a lot of the OGs and my mentors. It was like, what do y'all think about us putting together this Prison Life Matter and liberate our elders panel and webinar discussion? So as a continuation of the International Tribunal. And originally we were just going to have it at the J. Prince Center in Houston, but then after doing the analysis of where we've been selling within the prison movement and the struggle, we have one or two events once a year and having everybody travel to one location, and we're not even from there. And so when people go back, they're going right back to the same community with no resources, no organizational tools. So what I did was break these panels down into 3 different regions. And so we're going to be having one panel in Oakland, California, one in Chicago, and one in New York City. And so these will be taking place August 4th through the 6th. We're looking to have the New York panel on the 4th. Chicago will be taking place on the south side on the 5th. In Oakland, California will be at the Oakland Peace Center on the 6th. Our main objective with this people is when you get on the website on the Spirit of Mandela, and you can go to people, there's 4 goals, and one of them is to help publicize and promote all the work that everyone is already doing. And 2 is to make the links between individuals and groups and potentially organize common projects to assist in developing collaborative efforts. And 3 is developing new initiatives that can unite us on a national and international scale. And the 4th one is to elect the Senate, bring forward the leadership of Black, brown, and indigenous communities while providing an arena for discussion and exchange and for developing solutions to the problems that we all face. And so with Prison Life Matter, as you know, Chairman said, the last 6 years I've been working to develop the Prison Life Matter National Coordinator for